Pondering Pepperdine University? Well, you have arrived at the right video. My name is Craig Meister. I'm a college admissions coach. You can learn more about me and how you can work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process on my website, which is collegemeister.com. And if you're interested in learning about whether or not you are or your student is on track for selective college admission in the United States of America, you want to visit areyouontracktogetin.com. Again, that's areyouontracktogetin.com, at which you will complete a free 3-minute assessment. Your results will be emailed to you right away, and they will help you clarify whether or not you are or your student is on track for selective college admission in the United States of America. Pepperdine University is a fun school in sunny Southern California. Actually, it's in Malibu, overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It is a Christian university, and they take their faith very seriously at Pepperdine. So while I say it's fun for the right type of student. This is not going to be a wild heathenist 4-year experience that you experience at Pepperdine. This is going to be a Christian education in sunny Southern California. What a mix, what a hybrid, what a mashup. Now, let's say you really want to get into Pepperdine University. You obviously want to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's across the entire application. But today I want to take a few minutes to talk about Pepperdine University's supplemental essay prompt on the Common Application. And here it is. Pepperdine is a Christian university where all are welcomed and encouraged to challenge each other in the pursuit of truth. Students, faculty, and staff members from all backgrounds participate in conversations of faith inside and outside the classroom. Considering that Pepperdine is a Christian university, why are you interested in attending? And how would you contribute to conversations of faith on campus? Now, this is a really fascinating question. There are a lot of questions out there, and this is one of the first I've discussed in my video series that talks about faith, because so often you're applying to schools in these videos that are the antithesis of faith, at least formal traditional faiths. They have their own faiths, of course, but they don't recognize it as such. But Pepperdine actually adheres to one of the traditional 3 religions well known to Americans, which, obviously in this case, we're talking about Christianity. And so this is not a opportunity for you to simply profess your faith. I want to make that very clear. Whether you're Christian, whether you're Jewish, whether you're Muslim or something else, this is not your opportunity to talk about, your deep-seated faith. However, it is an opportunity to harness your faith. So how do you inject your faith into this response? If you're Christian, you probably feel more comfortable right off the bat talking about your commitment to Christianity, your relationship with Christianity, and probably a lot of students applying to Pepperdine will feel like, they're going to have a higher chance of getting in if they say that Christianity means a lot to me and I want to go to a values-based and Christian-based institution. But that's not exactly what this prompt is looking for, though I'm not saying that that might not help you. It could very well help you to have that as some element of your argument. But if you're really looking at the prompt here, you see that the framing, of course, is that it's a Christian university. But also stated is that the pursuit of truth is really important to the powers that be at Pepperdine. So it's important that whether you are very religious, whether you have any faith at all, or whether you practice another faith, that you keep your eye on the prize, which is that you want to go to an institution that does pursue truth and challenges everyone, no matter who they are, to pursue truth. And so let's say you are Christian. Don't just say, well, I'm a good Christian girl or boy, get me in. No, you're going to have to actually go deeper than that. And you're going to have to talk about why your faith is important to you and helps you align with the mission of Pepperdine, which is seeking truth, and why you feel like pursuing truth may be easier for you or more enjoyable for you or better value added for you and provide you more opportunities in a Christian university setting like Pepperdine than pursuing it, down the road at USC or at Loyola Marymount or at UCLA or at UC Santa Barbara, et cetera. I mean, obviously you don't name these other schools, but you need to really make very clear that you understand the value proposition of going to a Christian university where the pursuit of truth is put on a pedestal and is really prioritized. Now, let's say you are not Christian. Don't feel like you have no shot of getting into Pepperdine. You should talk about the reality of your value system and how it intersects with the pursuit of truth, regardless of your religious faith or lack thereof. Because if you can talk about your values as they relate to the pursuit of truth, hopefully they align. Hopefully you are also seeking truth. Whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, whether you're Jewish, whether you're something else, Buddhist, whatever. If you can talk about the pursuit of truth, you are going to be on solid ground here. Now, how I would structure this, you have 500 words, you have to do at least 300 words, but I would say you have to do really at least 450 words. I would say that you want to have a traditional setup. This is a traditional Christian university in the pursuit of truth mold. So this means that you want to have an intro paragraph with a thesis that gives them a roadmap of what you're going to be talking about and proving in your body. So if you have one or two key reasons why pursuing undergraduate study at Pepperdine is so interesting to you, then you should obviously summarize that briefly. Don't just tell all about it, but you want to give them a heads up. These are the big points I'm going to be making in this essay. Make it in the intro in terms of the introduction of these ideas, but then in the body is where you're going to really flesh it out, prove it. And that's where you're really going to talk about how you see yourself pursuing truth and engaging in conversations of individuals of different backgrounds and perspectives outside and inside the classroom at Pepperdine. And also contributing. How are you going to contribute to Pepperdine? How are you going to be a value added to the overall community at Pepperdine? That's important that you flesh out, again, before the end of this essay. The body is where you prove your thesis. The conclusion is where you go a step beyond the thesis. You have room to run. 500 words is a nice number of words these days, considering how many colleges are cutting down on the word count limits when we think about supplemental essays. But this is one essay. It's a required essay. I have had students of all faiths go to Pepperdine. Obviously, more Christian students are interested in Pepperdine than Jewish students or Muslim students, but I have had students of all faiths go there and enjoy the experience because it is a faith-based, values-based community. And even if you don't believe in Christianity as your faith, many students of faith enjoy being in such a community and having enriching conversations about faith and truth in the context of, again, a values-based community that is not the values that you often find at many American colleges and universities these days. The values at most American colleges and universities these days is also very religious in nature, in the sense that there are very strongly held views, but they're not necessarily identified as faith-based views as much as something else. So what I will simply say here is that if you can convey that you understand who Pepperdine is, what Pepperdine is, and what you want to get out of Pepperdine, I think you will do a very good job on the supplemental essay. And I wish you the very best of luck, because Pepperdine is a beautiful campus in a beautiful part of California. And what a lovely place to spend 4 years, as long as there are no earthquakes during your time there. Now, let's say you really want to get into Pepperdine University and you've done everything you think you can do on your Common App, but before you hit submit, you want to simply be sure that it is in the very best condition possible to maximize your chances of admission to Pepperdine University, whether you're applying early action or regular. Though, of course, I do recommend early action if you can swing it. You would benefit from my pre-read. When you finished your Common App to Pepperdine and you want to know if it's as strong as possible and whether or not, in its current condition, your chances of admission are impressive, inconclusive, or inadequate, you need my pre-read. Getting my pre-read now means having me review your entire application, just like an admissions officer or admissions committee at Pepperdine will review it later. And receiving by email, no later than the time you reserve, a comprehensive report by yours truly, highlighting what's working and what's not on your full Common App and your Pepperdine Common App supplement. If you've yet to submit your Common App to Pepperdine, my pre-read may motivate you to make adjustments to it before your deadline. If you've already submitted your Common App to Pepperdine, my pre-read will prepare you for what I deem to be your likely admissions outcome at Pepperdine University in Malibu, California. If you'd like to purchase my pre-read, go to mypreread.com. Again, that's mypreread.com. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process, go to my website, which is collegemeister.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and most importantly, stay stress-free throughout the entire college admissions process.